Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, welcome to Crystal Be Talking. This is going to be a spoiler-free review on the Netflix movie adaptation of the anime Bleach. And I just want to kind of just say, just straight off the bat before we even go into anything, this is probably going to be, my opinion obviously, because I also want to know your opinions down below in the comment box, probably one of the better adaptations of an anime into a movie, whether that be from Netflix or whether that be just in general, because I've seen a lot. I wanted to kind of have a different scenery, so kind of just to show you guys, I have a few of my things here, not that much, but like, I don't know, like these days everything's digital, but so I'm actually a huge anime fan and I have my own anime channel. So what I want to try and do is do a spoiler-free review now, a nice quick short video for you guys who don't know anything about the Bleach anime, and just kind of give my review, my opinions of it as a kind of a standalone thing in itself. Obviously, I will have a slight bit of biasness, whatever. I will have my own bias because I have seen the Bleach anime series a while ago. It was cancelled a while ago, and the manga did finish last year or 2 years ago. So there's a lot of things I don't remember from the series, and this is focusing on the first arc from the Bleach manga, or the Bleach anime as well, which is promising because it lets us know that there's going to possibly be a season 2 depending on how people receive this Netflix adaptation. So now I've got that out of the way. If you are new to my channel and you are interested in whether it be Netflix movie reviews, Netflix TV series reviews, or just kind of just commentary videos in itself or live reactions, then this hopefully could be the channel that you will possibly return back to. And for that, I would like you to hit that subscribe button, do turn on that notification, and only like the video if you did like the video. When you get to the end or whatever you part of the video, you're like, you know what, I agree with this random I can't speak today, with this random guy. Anyways, so what I've got a couple notes here on the lappy because I literally just finished it. I don't know how much of the screen I've got on here, but yeah, I literally finished it like 10 minutes ago. So I want to just start off with, this is going to sound very weird, I want to start off with the bad just to get that out of the way, because I feel like if we start off with the good and with the bad, it's going to be like, oh well, you don't really like it that much anyway. So just quickly with the bad, once again, no spoilers, so it's not going to go into any plot theories or anything like that, or just, it's not going to go into anything to do with the plot. But what I did find kind of interesting, which, okay, this is weird because I did say I'm going to start with the bad, but the good thing was the score, the soundtrack, which I'll go into depth. But the reason why this is also going into the bad is because this movie kind of, it focused a lot on the music, which was good, but when there was no music, the suspense, the tension, I felt like there was none there. And I felt like because there was no music at certain points, well, the halfway through point, so like the second act, I felt like it just felt really dragged. It felt kind of slow, and when there were some things which were supposed to feel really invested in, I kind of didn't. I was literally, let me just make sure, yeah, I kind of didn't. I was literally kind of just bored at some points in the middle, in the second act, because once we got past the exposition in the first act, and which was actually pretty cool, into that later, I was like, all right, so what's next? And it really kind of went on the actors and the portrayal of the characters that they're playing. And at some points, the main guy who played Ichigo, I don't have the names, it's literally just straight off the dome, and a couple notes here. He most times played Ichigo fairly well, and I did like that, and that was pretty cool. But when it came to having him literally just act for a good chunk of it, showing how dire certain situations are, showing like his emotional connection, I felt like the actor wasn't able to do that. But I do feel like they did get a good actor to play him, and one thing I do want to give a good round of applause to would be that they did get a good casting choice for most of the characters bar Orihime. But you know what, I'm just gonna say it now, Orihime is just annoying, and not Orihime from the movie, even if she was a bit annoying. But really and truly, the real Orihime from the anime and the manga was one of the most, I think she's probably in the most hated female anime characters of all time, legit. But yeah, so that was the love interest Orihime. Like, they said her name once and they didn't really bring her up again. We do see her a few times with Chad, and this is going to lead into another thing which I kind of felt kind of brought this down a little bit, and this was basically the extra characters. Obviously this is focused on Kurosaki Ichigo and like kind of his whole, and Rukia as well, and the whole their kind of connection, which is a good thing, which I'll go into later. But I felt like the side characters who in the manga and anime who do have a lot more of a part to play in the series, in the movie they were shown, and then they had like small little moments which were quite impactful, let's say, and then that was it. Like for example, Chad, the guy who's kind of quite mysterious, quite huge, quite muscular, randomly strong, which they never explained in the movie, but at the same time in the anime manga they didn't really explain it till later anyway as well. So this is the reason why you can't always adapt anime into movies, because, or anything into movies, whether it be a book or a novel or just anything, because there's so much information and exposition and just kind of character profiles that you need to kind of cram into a short amount of space for an audience who are new and for an audience who are like, I don't know, well versed in the series. So because I knew about the series, I kind of knew why he was strong, but I really wanted to go into this series as somebody who didn't know anything about Bleach, and because of how long it's been since I've watched Bleach, I kind of felt like I didn't know anything about Bleach, so I was like, feed it to me. So that was another thing. So yeah, the characters, Orihime, Chad, they felt kind of out of place. And also Ishida, like, he was good, his introduction was good, I liked how his ability looked and stuff, I won't go into more details, but I liked how he looked in this. But what I do want to say is that apart from the 1 or 2 moments that he was in this, it kind of just flew by. And there's also a moment at the end when I was like, okay, is that gonna happen? So if you know what I'm talking about, you know, like near the end with him, I was just like, alright, that was kind of swift, but fair enough. So I felt like, once again, because this is a anime series, like this arc was, I'm gonna say was at least 30 chapters at least. I don't know right now. I know somebody out there is gonna let me know in the comment box, so please do. So I'm gonna be vague about some stuff because, once again, it's off the dome. I've literally just watched it. I haven't done mad research like you guys are gonna be, oh, you're wrong. But if I am wrong, please let me know, and if you do want to do more research to me, then go ahead, guys. But what I do want to say is that there was a lot crammed into a short amount of space, so it just took away from a lot of the characters' personalities, a lot of the characters' reasons of being in certain places just kind of didn't really make sense. And that was a lot with Ishida as well, even though his moments were pretty cool. Another thing which wasn't really that bad was also the CGI. The CGI every now and then, like for the most part, was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna try and sound like a hater. I would say 80 to 90% of this, of the CGI as well, was actually done very well. I felt like the hollows looked amazing. They had like a real life texture to it, which I feel like the other movies or other shows, like for example the Death Note one, they couldn't really do the whole Ryuk thing properly because he still looks kind of cartoony. Whereas in this, the hollows, which are mad, which are crazy creatures, looked hella real. And I liked how they merged the CGI moments, like when the hollows are fighting in the streets and whatnot, and then like some of the hollows' body parts are going through cars and buildings. I liked how real and seamless that looks. Going into the last negative before I go into a lot of positives, I do want to say as well, some of the fight scenes reminded me, no, there's one more after this. What I want to say is that some of the fight scenes reminded me of like Super Sentai or Power Rangers, where there's so many people all around the city and everything, everyone's fighting, it's crazy, and then not fighting, but before a fight happens, you see loads of people in a certain area or certain location. Hollows appear and suddenly there are no humans. I'm like, well, what happened? Literally so many cars and buildings have been crashed into and blown up and everything. I would have thought that there would have at least been some moments later on in the movie where they would have spoken about, oh wow, this destruction happened, this crash happened, this blah blah, or this blah blah happened, to really kind of explain why there are no humans and how they got away from certain situations or certain locations. So yeah, like there was literally a huge fight scene 2 or 3 times where there's nobody around. I'm like, where is everyone? This is a city, what the hell? So there was that, and what was the last thing? The last thing was Bob's Burgers. Lol. Alright, Rob's Burgers. Alright. what company is this? Because I don't know if this is a real company out there, but the amount of that if this is a real company, then I hope that they got their pay, or that they paid the movie studio a good amount, because there's moments where we go to Rob's Burgers for no reason. It's literally night time. They go to Rob's Burgers, and yet somehow this burger joint is filled with all the students from the school, and I'm like, what? How? Shouldn't you guys be at home studying? And why is it only the students from the school? Where are the other people? So that was the last thing. So that was the kind of the negatives, which kind of weighed it down a bit. But now on the positive, I would like to say, first of all, just to give you a grading straight off the bat, because I don't know if most of you will get through all the positives. I do want to give this, for what it is, okay, so for what it is, for an anime adaptation, I would give this literally a 9 out of 10, because it did very well, compared to everything else that we've ever got. Yeah, for anime adaptation, I give this a 9 out of 10. The holo looked amazing. The casting looks fantastic. The music was just on point. Like, what the hell? Like, the visuals were just mwah. The choreography of most of the fight scenes looks very, very good. And the abilities, it really did feel like I was watching an anime adaptation done correctly. Even if the story parts and stuff were just kind of annoying, I feel like it did well in that aspect, and it's one of the better ones out of everything I've ever seen from anime to movie. And I would say the only ones which would be above that would have to be probably I don't know, the movie adaptation of, one second, let me just come up here and get the movie adaptation of All You Need Is Kill, which is literally the whole live, die, repeat thing with Tom Cruise. That one is easily probably in the top, but it wasn't word for word from what happened in this, because but it is one of the top. I would say this is in the top 4, at least top 3, top 4, because there are many that I still need to watch. But what I do want to know is, if you have seen this, where would you place this? So yes, I would give this like a 9 out of 10 for anime adaptation, but for an actual standalone movie for you to watch, for anyone to watch, I'd give this like a 7. Yeah, I'd give it like a strong 7, like a 7.5 or something, because the opening was fantastic. The first act, when we got to see the different character introductions, and we got to see the location, the music on top of it, the score throughout was fantastic. Like, at certain points I was like, damn, they didn't know when to play certain points, and it did give me a feel of like a very an anime kind of show. Even if you've never seen Bleach before, you would feel like this is one of those movies, and it felt kind of right. So for that, fantastic. I also loved Ichigo's dad. His dad was so cool, because just as a movie, the acting from between him and his dad and his sisters was just fantastic. I loved the dynamic and their just kind of broken relationship in the household, because it is literally just like that in the anime. So for people who were like, why is he such abusive? Trust me, he's way more abusive in the anime. So then there's that. I also like what's it called again? His little I liked the Ichigo and Rukia kind of like whatever the hell they are, because it was literally almost exactly the same in the anime as well, especially with Rukia's drawings of the main holo, the sweet little bunny rabbits that she was drawing as the holos to represent the holos. Like, they were so cute, and that was exactly from the anime as well. So that's what I'm saying, there's so many things that were done right in this, and as a standalone movie, there are loads of things that you can pick apart from like the transitions and to the the whole training montage. Like, I was like, but the montage did feel better later on and made a lot more sense. Also, like, just overall, the overall aesthetics of this was very, very nice. I would say, if you're watching this, close the curtains, not because of there's anything bad or raunchy, but just because there's a lot of scenes in the dark, and they use a lot of greys and blues and stuff, which kind of keep it all kind of grimy. It just kind of makes it kind of dark, but it's hella clear. And for that, I was just watching it. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just close the curtains and just watch it like a little creep. But it was really, really beautiful. I do have a 4K TV, so like there are some points where I can see the pores of certain actors. Like Rukia's older brother, I won't say names and stuff, but like later on, he's walking in front of a camera, and the camera's all up on his face, and you can really see the makeup. I'm like, bro, the makeup department, I've gone a bit too in, or this TV is too good, and the TV ain't that good. Alright, it's just, everything's 4K these days, so it's not that great. But so I was just like, alright, just tone it down a little bit. And some acting from certain people just turn it down a little bit. But for the most part, the acting in general was pretty cool. I really felt like the main character did hold his own in the movie, and that I feel like maybe they should just watch Bleach again. I feel like everyone just watch Bleach. All the characters and just watch Bleach and just to kind of take some direct connections. Be like, okay, cool. Take some notes. This is how Ichigo should be. Cool. Chad, take some notes. But they've got it for the most part correct. But I feel like they could have done it just a bit better and just toned down the cheesy acting a bit and just turned up the sincerity of certain situations and certain scenes. Overall, I feel like if you will just want to just watch it as just a, let me just watch whatever, you will enjoy it, but you will get bored halfway through because the acting does kind of dip a bit, and it just goes from cutscene to cutscene to cutscene in the second act as well, which is a bit so you will find yourself just kind of maybe zoning off for a bit. But when the main fight scene at the end happens, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's not too bad, it's not too bad, it's not too bad. Anyways, that was my spoiler-free review. I hope I didn't spoil anything for you guys. I will try and I want to do like a proper review for this, and I'm going to put this on my anime channel itself, which is Otaku Chris is Talking. The link will be down below in the comment box, the description box, maybe the comment box, I don't know. And the reason I wanted to put it onto that channel is because that is my anime channel, and that's where I'm going to go into real depth. And I feel like, I know most of my audience will know the spoilers I'm talking about, whereas on this channel, most people won't know what I'm talking about unless you're a new viewer. So if you do want spoiler video, then do subscribe to Otaku Chris is Talking, and then and let me know in the comment box, because if there's enough people who want it, then I will make it. Otherwise, I don't really want to spend too much time wasting time on something that people don't really want. What were your thoughts on this movie? Do you think this is better than any of the other ones, like Fullmetal Alchemist? Because it definitely is. All right, Fullmetal Alchemist, really, what the fuck was that about? All right, and yeah, would you recommend this to anybody else? I would recommend this to you guys. As an anime person, you will love it. As a movie person, you think it's okay, and that is about that. Anyways, Chris still be talking. Please do subscribe if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, leave your comment box and answer the questions if you want to, or just leave mean comments, because any comment is a comment, you know, the algorithm don't give a fuck about that shit. Hope you guys have a great day. Chris still be talking. Peace.